lot of the problems that people have with their putting comes from a setup that allows problems to happen. You have a certain amount of degrees of freedom in motion in any of the popular styles, even from square setup where you have the most variation to arm lock where you're reducing some motion here, but you still have sources of motion in the torso that can cause you to miss putts. So while any of these systems can work well, they can also allow variation. So with a long-term fix for this is the DynAlign system, which addresses sources of motion in all the major joints during the pre-shot routine by applying some dynamic force to the joints so we can reduce their degrees of freedom so that we get a more stable stroke. So it really can simplify putting down to, once you get lined up, then you're focused more on how much force you're putting into the stroke, and that's just as if you're rolling a ball with your dominant hand. You don't have to take your right hand out of this putting stroke. The right hand typically is people's dominant hand, so we can use that for force application because we're stabilizing all of the lead side against this variation. So you can, once you get set up, then you can just feel like you're rolling that ball up to the hole, and it's a much more reactive type of stroke rather than thinking about these details of trying to have the putter go on an arc or release the putter. We don't have to release anything here. We're just applying force forward, and there's we're not trying to open or close the face and rotate the face. That's introduces timing issues. So once you learn this pre-shot routine, it goes very quickly, and it just makes a lot of sense. If you think about, we're putting this machinery in dynamic motion, and so we're applying force to these joints. We want these joints to be predictably, react predictably. And so really the only way you can do that is to preset them and remove those degrees of freedom. So if you'd like to learn more about DynAlign, you can visit DynAlignGolf.com. There's a link there to watch a 50-minute video of the original DynAlign system that's been upgraded, but you can find out what it's all about, where it came from. And then I have Zoom lessons available through email through DynAlignGolf.com. So take a look at that if you're looking for a long-term solution for your putting issues.